a government minister who referred to his assistant as sugar tits and ordered her to buy sex toys for him will be allowed to keep his job, it emerged tonight. Theresa May sidestepped having to sack 2 ministers in as many days following an investigation into Trade Minister Mark Garnier. The news was revealed in a statement from a No. 10 spokesperson, released to journalists at 4:25 p.m. on the day MPs leave Westminster for their Christmas break. Unlike yesterday's sacking of First Secretary of State Damian Green, the Cabinet Office have not published any official summary of the investigation. The allegations by ex-Secretary Caroline Edmondson date back to 2010, shortly after Mr. Garnier became an MP and 6 years before he became a minister. Father of 3 Garnier admitted both claims against him, but insists they were good-humored hijinks and it absolutely does not constitute harassment. The report comes a day after Mrs. May was forced to sack her closest political ally, Damian Green, after he made inaccurate and misleading statements about pornography found on his office computers by police. A No. 10 spokesperson said today, following allegations of sexual misconduct, the Prime Minister asked the Cabinet Office to look into the behavior of Mark Garnier MP, Parliamentary Under-Secretary of State at the Department for International Trade. The Cabinet Office's investigation primarily considered Mr. Garnier's behavior as a minister, but also heard evidence from before he was appointed to government. The Cabinet Office concluded that there was no evidence to suggest that Mr. Garnier's conduct as a minister since 2016 had breached the expected standards of behavior. The Prime Minister's view is therefore that Mr. Garnier did not break the ministerial code while holding government office. The Cabinet Office also took evidence in relation to an incident that happened before Mr. Garnier was a minister, between Mr. Garnier and a member of his parliamentary and constituency staff. The Cabinet Office concluded that there was no dispute about the facts of the incident, but there was a significant difference of interpretation between the parties, and that the member of staff in Mr. Garnier's office was distressed by what had occurred. It was not his intention to cause distress, and Mr. Garnier has apologized unreservedly to the individual. On that basis the Prime Minister considers that a line should be drawn under the issue.